Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to the Live Inspired Podcast Monday Morning Moments with John O'Leary. Today, we're going to be chatting with you about how one pilot's kindness changed my day. So looking back at October, I'm in awe of everything that we happen to be a part of. I had the honor of speaking at more than a dozen events around the country, participated in more than 100 media interviews, that's a lot, and shared Soul on Fire with nearly 500,000 new friends at movie theaters around the world. Incredible. It was a month overflowing with goodness, with gratitude, and with grace. And yet, in the midst of that race, if I'm honest with you, and why not be, I occasionally felt exhausted, a little lost, and in complete need of others to guide me forward. One of those moments occurred at Midway Airport. After speaking in the morning in Chicago, I was scheduled to fly to Nashville for a live interview with my buddy Dave Ramsey that afternoon, followed by presenting at the Dove Awards that evening. It was a packed day. So after boarding the plane in Midway, I loaded my bag into the overhead compartment, took my seat, reached into my pocket to grab my phone, only to realize it wasn't there. You ever had one of those moments? The last time I remember using that phone was at a coffee shop in a completely different terminal at Midway. So I asked the flight attendant, a little panicked, "Do you mind if I sprint to go get it? It won't take long." She shook her head gently and said, "Sir, I'm sorry. If you get off this plane, you will not be able to get back on." While missing that flight was not an option, missing that phone felt just as impossible. My entire schedule, all the contacts, the directions, everything was in that little device. Making all those events later that day was going to be difficult with the phone. It was going to be completely impossible without the phone. And that's when the pilot approached. "You know," he said, "it's true that you can't get off this plane, but it's also true that I can. Tell me where it was and I'll go get it." I told him how far away it was, how confused I was even if it was even there or not, and confessed that it may not be worth his time. This pilot smiled and said, "Well, we have to at least try. Let's get after it." 10 minutes later, my friends, the last person to board the Southwest Airlines flight to Nashville, Tennessee from Chicago, Illinois was the same pilot, my buddy Chad. He walked down the aisle with his head lowered, shoulders slumped. Then, after a beat, he broke into a grin, lifted his right hand high, and proudly held up my phone. The plane erupted in applause. My friends, tracking down my phone was not Chad's problem. He had every reason to stay comfortable, to stay seated, to stay focused on his schedule, his flight, his life. But instead, he saw someone in need and decided to act. That's what exceptional service looks like. And even more than that, it's most certainly what love looks like in action. No, you do not have to be a pilot with Southwest Airlines to live this way. You just need to look up, to pay attention, to care about something bigger than yourself. In the words of my new friend, here we go. We have to at least try. Let's get after it. Because when we make someone else's challenge our own, we remind them and everyone else watching that good people are still around, that light pushes back the darkness, and that the best is yet to come. My friends, this week, choose to live with your soul on fire. Choose to live and act and serve and love like Chad. So family, I appreciate you tuning in to this Monday morning motivation for this time. And until next time, my name is John O'Leary. Today is your day. What a gift it is.